So Brandy's a little upset about that, but she's gonna come in here. She's gonna keep flirting with Caleb. And in the meantime, did our duplicado double actually cook for us? And if so, what? See, like, Brandy didn't even think to make food for Harvestfest. She just thought to line up all the human sacrifices. She usually drinks her potion for food, so she's just gonna try to lure Caleb since he was dumb enough to come back to this place. Like, while you're here, I'm so thankful for you. I'm so grateful you could come hang out. And he's thinking, why did I ever leave? She seems really nice. And Brandy is going to flirt a little more. And let's see, ask a risque question. She's like, well, Caleb, you know, it is Harvestfest. Do you want to plant a seed in me today? And he's like, well, Brandy, are you saying what I think you're saying? She's like, I mean, do you want to plant a seed in my garden today? That would be pretty cool if you did. You're such a good gardener. And he's like, huh? And then she'll just declare love for him. Like, I love you so much, Caleb. You're the best dungeon minion. I mean, friend a girl could ever hope to have. And Caleb is like covering his ears. He's like, stop it! Stop it! Like something inside of him feels like her manipulative energy and is just like over it. And so Brandy's realizing like her flirtation isn't getting her too far. So, you know, she's gonna try to push just a little bit more romance, compliment his appearance before he realizes what's up. And then let's just have her do Repario on her electronics. And this is an awkward conversation. Caleb's terrified. Like, Brandy's being really nice now, but he still has memories of her being a total witch. And she just used her magic to fix the electronics. And so he's like, what is up with this lady? Meanwhile, they're getting into a deep conversation over there, just trapped in there. They're talking about art. Why not? If you're just trapped. And she's getting hungry. She needs to pee. Let's see if she has her potion. She does. So she's gonna go ahead and drink her potion of plentiful needs. I am so happy all these Sims are actually trapped. I hope they stay trapped. You know, sometimes they escape in between saves. Okay, so Brandy downs her potion. You can see all her needs just went up. And so she didn't even need to cook a Harvestfest meal. She's still trying to work her magic. So let's tell an engaging story. And he's really scared. So maybe we should put some more sacred candles. And honestly, he really should be scared. It looks like we're out of sacred candles. We can put the grumpy specter jar in here with them. Oh no, yeah, there's an angry ghost. Brandy is over here, still trying to seduce Caleb. And it seems like he's kind of starting to return her flirtation. Let's say something funny to kind of make him less scared. Just a silly knock-knock joke. She's like, knock knock, who's there? And he's like, who? And she says, what are you? An owl? And everyone just laughs. And she feels really confident. Hopefully it makes him a little less scared. He has sentiments. She has an adoring sentiment towards Caleb. She thinks he's super cute. So she is going to keep flirting. It's her main way of controlling people. Let's just try a little flirt. He might be too scared because woohoo does not even seem to be an option. And honestly, he should be afraid of her. Everyone should be afraid of her. But Caleb has a sentiment that she's so fun to be around. And she's really trying to like lure him, but he is not feeling. Oh look, there's more. There's another menu now. Okay, so they're going to have their first kiss, even though I'm pretty sure that's happened before. Brandy's like, this Harvestfest is the best, Caleb. I'm so glad you came back. And I love your blonde hair too. And there seems to be some hesitation. Okay. She's like, yes, Caleb, you look so good with your blonde hair. And he's like, thanks, Brandy. And so he seems like he's loosening up. She's going to blow him a kiss. And they're both getting a little flirty. Now, in the meantime, somebody's coming asking if we need a handyman. Neighbor, you better get out of here before Brandy traps you too. You're lucky she's distracted. That's all I'm saying. Let's just see if they can get a suave kiss going. So Brandy's like, Caleb, you just look so good, and I just love your energy. I don't mind that you're a vampire. She says, I'm an evil witch. I don't fit into society either. Maybe you and I could be, partners. And Caleb's like, oh, Brandy, maybe, you know, you are really pretty and everything, but I don't know, are you trying to trap me again? And Brandy's like, Caleb, don't think with your head, think with your heart. If this is so good for us right now, it'll be good for us in the future. And she's really trying to persuade him to bend to her will, essentially, and convince him to just stay with her. And this is what she always does. She just uses seduction to entrap the different Sims. Male, female, doesn't really matter. It's just her method of operating. And Caleb seems like he's a little standoffish, but he is feeling very flirty. So let's just continue their romantic encounter with some more kisses. In the meantime, here's the neighbor looking at the house like, what is going on here? This seems kind of suspicious. And you can see through the windows like multiple human sacrifices. And I guess Brandy's just waiting for them to starve to death, which seems to be taking a while. Guidry pops in. He's a good spirit. It's almost like he's trying to convince Caleb just not to do this. But Brandy doesn't care because she really wants to move things forward with Caleb. So she's gonna say another joke about fashion and just try to kind of lighten the mood. And then she's on with more flirtation. And Caleb seems to be like kind of saying like, whoa, step back. She's moving too fast for him. But I mean, she's gonna invite him to stay the night as if he wasn't trapped here already. He totally is trapped. But she's like, Caleb, you know, this has been so much fun chatting with you. I'd love if you spent the night. And he's like, well, I mean, I do see that you have a coffin like right there. So, you know, that's exactly what I like to sleep in. And yeah, maybe I could stay the night. He says, sounds great. So this poor fool has no idea she actually locked the door on him a long time ago. Let's build up their friendly with some deep thought. She'll just ask about his love life. Like, well, Caleb, I mean, is your heart open to love with a witch like me? And Caleb's like, well, I mean, you are a lovely person, but that doesn't necessarily mean my heart's open to love. But, you know, like, you're just so beautiful. And he's kind of going back and forth of like, I needed to get away from her. I can't remember why I'm here, and like being seduced by her and all the compliments. And he just is kind of falling for it. And Guidry seems to be trying to intervene and protect Caleb, but Brandy really doesn't care. She is going to give him a passionate kiss. And at this point, Caleb is just caught up in his lust. And after Brandy gives him that passionate kiss, oh, she can't woohoo in the coffin. Okay, so we need to get them a different woohoo option. Okay, so that's part of the problem. This is probably not going to be the most glamorous woohoo option. Let's see, if I look up woohoo, does it show all the woohoo options? No, so let's just put bush. Okay, so this is just, you know, an easy woohoo location. Yes, it's an indoor bush. Brandy is not being fancy tonight. And you know, maybe this is part of her nature worship. Okay, so there we go. She's gonna try for baby with Caleb in the literal bush because she wasn't a vampire. She couldn't get in the coffin. So she's like, hey, Caleb, you know, we could go hang out in that bush. Just ignore the voice of that good spirit trying to persuade you not to. And I mean, it looks like he might be taking her up on the offer. Guidry's like, no, Caleb, don't do it. You definitely don't want to try for a baby with Brandy. And Brandy's like, Caleb, look at that cool bush right there. Let's just jump right in. And Guidry is totally trying to distract Caleb by just talking about books and, you know, whatever. Brandy wants to banish Guidry at this point, but, you know, she's trying so hard to seduce Caleb. She got this beautiful bush for him and everything here, which that sounded really weird. So she is going to, can she just tell him to leave? She's gonna say, why are you here, Guidry? You're getting in my way. We don't need a third wheel. And he's like, because I don't want you to trash another Sim's life. And Caleb's feeling really sad for some reason. Let's just try to give him a cheer and maybe just, you know, okay. Oh, wait. Even though he's sad, I think he still might be feeling Brandy right now. So she goes, I know what'll cheer you up. Let's just try for a baby here in this bush. And he's like, okay, whoosh. And Guidry's like, oh no, this guy does not know what he's doing. And wait a second while I save. And then we have to look because I think the dark magic portal is right under this. So, I mean, they should be careful where they put the bush and what they do in the bush and all of this, but I don't think Caleb's thinking straight. So if we just look at the architecture down here, this is kind of over the dark magic room. This is where she set up the inverted pentagram to summon the dark spirits. And in the meantime, poor Morgan, he's just trapped down here. He is trapped down here. He can't come out his Harvestfest. He's just all by himself. Poor guy, and he's really hungry. Oh no, he's hungry. He's tense. He's worried about the fire. He needs some fun. Well, let's just see if there's anything we can drop down here for him to eat. Let's just throw this dude some apples. He can have a ton of apples while Brandy's out trying for a baby with the other former dungeon minion. We'll just give him tons of little apples in here. There he goes. Okay, so let's just see, is Morgan gonna eat the apples? So Morgan is down here in the meantime. Like, this is the worst Harvestfest ever. He's like, how did Caleb even escape? I can't even handle this. He's like, beep, beep, beep. Oh, well, these apples materialized here. This looks like a surreal painting or something. It's like, I guess I might as well eat these. So yeah, get eating, Morgan. This is your Harvestfest. I'm sorry. You did nothing to deserve this except fall for Brandy, and you really shouldn't have. So yeah, he'll just hang out here. He'll eat all those apples. In the meantime, Brandy and Caleb have just emerged from the bush. Do y'all think she's pregnant? Is she pregnant? Oh no, she looks really pleased with herself. So she is going to try for baby in the bush again, just in case she's not pregnant. She's like, Caleb, that was so much fun. I would love to do it again. Are you available? Are you doing anything? And he's like, Brandy, well, for you, I mean, I am in the Harvestfest mood, so, And Guidry's there like, Caleb, just say no, please, seriously. You already tried once. That's too much. That's one time too many. Don't do it again. And Brandy's like, come on, dude. We got this beautiful bush here. We might as well jump in. And Caleb's like, well, I am attracted to you, but it says this is really awkward. And like all the lights are flashing. This is so creepy. This is so creepy. She dives right in. He dives right in. Okay, I guess they're not creeped out. I guess they are not creeped out by this. So Guidry is just watching like, I wish I could have prevented this, but nope. And these two are here with the haunted specter. They're getting really dirty. They look sad, but they're still keeping up conversation. Miss Amelia over here in this giant room, just kind of bored and not really doing anything. I feel like maybe next time we might consider putting a pool in there. And here is Daryl trapped in this broken bathroom. God, there are people trapped everywhere. And then poor Ulrike over here. So how many is that total? We got Brandy with Caleb. They just emerged. You know, the last thing we got to do, let's just have Brandy take a pregnancy test for 15 simoleons, because I really want to know, is she going to get pregnant? Is she going to have a second child to sacrifice to Lucifer? You know, I just don't know. And I did remove the door, so I should transportalate here and then take the pregnancy test. Okay, so Caleb is trapped in here with this bush, and that's just all that's in there. That's so sad. Brandy liked Harvestfest, apparently. Brandy got to do a lot of the things she wanted to do, but not everything. Next year, she hopes to do even more. Yeah, I'm sure. Morgan thought it was awful. Brandy is expecting. She's eating for two, y'all. She got another child. It might be a vampire child. Who knows? And she will have another chance to neglect a sim and devote him to the Dark Lord and ruin his life. Oh, I feel terrible for the future child, but I know this was a big goal of Brandy's. So look at her power. Is she already showing? It looks like she's already showing. I don't know, maybe. This seems like a great place to stop. We'll save this one as Brandy's pregnant. Wow, that's the thing about this game. It takes some twists and turns. Like, I wasn't even planning for that to happen tonight, but it sure did.
So we'll see what'll happen to Brandy on our next episode. Join us live on Twitch every Monday. You can help us make decisions about which potions Brandy will use. Definitely stop on by.